My name's Jesse, by the way. I'm sure it is.
Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael. Welcome back to Control. This is episode 4. In the last episode, we went through the research sector. We were looking for Helen Marshall, the head of operations. We were going to try and help her to find more HRA, some Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. Good thing I've got my notes because I wouldn't remember all of these terms, but I wasn't done exploring the research sector because it's a really big place, so we're going to keep doing that today. Hopefully find some more fun anomalies, objects of powers, and see where this intriguing story is going. So as always, and without any further ado, let's just jump right back in. Back in Threshold, right? Our next quest is taking us back to maintenance sector to investigate these threshold. I'm guessing there's some kind of portal to another dimension where they've been mining this Black Rock, but first I want to explore more of this research sector. Here the challenge is going to be to remember where I've been, where I haven't been, so I might edit out some stuff as I go back through these areas. Let's see. So I came through luck and probability. Do we have anything new? Doesn't look like they left anything behind. Can I open this door now? Okay, I still don't have clearance level 5. I have clearance 4. Okay, so almost. Here the enemies had respawned. Right. I was gonna go to the synchronicity lab. That's what I was doing at the end of the previous episode. Oh, what? Did not notice you guys up there. The flyers. Can I possess these too? Probably. Okay, I had the prompt to possess him and then it just disappeared. Is it because he's being healed by this cluster thing? Okay, they can dodge even when they're throwing stuff at you. Anyways, I started blasting. That's kind of this game in a nutshell. That's kind of most games in a nutshell. I started blasting. Whoop! Whoop! Shoot freaking rockets at me. Okay. I just wanted to go to the... Thank you for your service. I just wanted to go to the synchronicity lab, man. What is in here? Retrocausal habituation. Do as you're told, don't eat mold. Does anyone here actually eat mold? Alright, they got like all these crash test dummies. Oh, this one's actually open. These are... I never really thought of them as creepy, but now that I'm looking at them, they're kind of creepy, huh? Any documents? Mirror testing? Oh, okay, there's something down there. Could be a control point. I think these, when you see that from, what's her name? Proxima? Polaris, sorry. I was close. Whenever you see Polaris kind of shining in the distance, I think it's always a control point. Or at least something that she can interact with. So let's go and see. Level 6. I didn't even know it went up to 6. Don't you look at me. Altered item inside. Okay, so that's why we can't go in. A little something for later if I can remember to come here. I hope the game has some kind of guidance that allows you to remember these things you might have missed, because otherwise I'm very likely to just forget about it. A bunch of TVs. Synchronicity experiment. Experimentation with global synchronicity compiled by Dr. Gerard Gronson, Synchronicity Department Chief. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of redacted. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, just not in the way we predicted. How curious. Just a bunch of metronomes all out of rhythm. Okay, so we can't actually do anything in synchronicity, it seems, at least not yet. We'll have to come back to it later. The rubber ducky's right here. And it's emitting this weird, like, smoke. So it's definitely an altered item, but we don't actually know what the rubber ducky does. We found a document saying that it was following a kid around the house. But what else can it do? Can't open the door, but maybe later. Whoop. Whoa, good thing these like missiles are kind of slow, so you have time to grab them. I still don't really know if the size of the item that you throw has any effect on the damage that it does. I'm just kicking them. I don't quite feel like I'm that good at the combat yet. It's kind of chaotic, but I do enjoy it. I think it's pretty fun. This leads to... Okay, so... It shows there's like a tunnel behind this room. And then it connects to the other side, so maybe we can actually go inside. Yeah, it connects to the back here. Oh, maybe we can reach that rubber ducky. You can hear the duck. But how can we reach it? Oh, it's up there. Can I reach that? I don't know if I can reach that. Can I fly at some point? Maybe at some point I'll be able to fly. Because right now I don't think I can reach that. What if I was to pile up boxes in front of it? But no, you can't drop objects. You can only throw them. Well... What if I pile up a bunch of them? Okay, this is a good guy. Do you think I can pile up enough of these boxes to, like, climb up there? They do have collision, but I don't think it's gonna be possible. Okay, we'll come back for it. There is a way to get to that ducky. Another opening up there. Wow, I'm really starting to think that maybe I'm gonna get to fly at some point. Ah. Oh, you're still up? Think you can do that better than me? Can I grab it after he throws it? No, I don't think so. Like dimensional research. Last time I turned back, but I could take a look to see if it actually leads to anything this time.
Possibly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
Oh, it actually does lead somewhere. Wait, hang on. What do you have to say about that? The ashtray maze?
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust.
He does make a point.
The ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Trench mentions a lot of things where like he doesn't really seem to trust Darling anymore, and I wonder like, is Darling the cause of the shit that's happening, or is it just that he became paranoid and didn't really trust anyone? The ashtray maze. Oh, this is like a whole section, and it's all redacted. He said it's a cigarette and an ashtray that summons a maze, and only the people that are invited can actually get through, and I guess I'm not one of those, right? But if the maze was bound to Trench, is it now open to be bound to someone else? Ugh. Ugh. There's the ashtray, I guess. So it's an impossible maze. Is it ever changing, or like... Okay. This feels like something I should probably do later. I don't think I can solve it now. Like, probably I need to find that ashtray first, right? You would think? So... I'm gonna come back later. Plus, I think for now I'm just going in a circle. Like, it doesn't seem like I can actually... get out of it. Just looking around in case I missed stuff. Oh, look, it's more of that. It's more of this stuff. Okay, no, it's not the marine stuff. It's just burnt plants. Threshold utility. By Casper Darling. Thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house, we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The Quarry, which I guess is one of the thresholds, brought Black Rock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to in fighting back the particularly prolific plant. That's the mold that they keep talking about. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing, as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. So the quarry brought the black rock, which is very useful. Like, it seems like they build a lot of stuff that kind of it seems to dampen supernatural effects. They had it around the computers, and it might be in the Hedron, the HRAs. But then it also brought the mold, which I guess is this shit that's spreading right now. That they need to actually tell people not to eat for some reason. That's a straight drop. Wait. Lab? Lab 1. There's actually a surprisingly low amount of dead bodies around the place. You'd think there would be even more. But I guess most of the people were actually turned into his and not just killed outright. And then this just leads back to parapsychology. Okay, let me see what's down in this lab 1. Here's that little cafeteria. What does this say? For who among us has touched the foundations of this world and deemed them solid? Theodore Ashe. Theodore Ashe is the previous head of research before Darling. Also, I wanted to mention something that I've realized while editing the previous video, and I didn't catch on to it while playing, but director Northmore, which I think is the previous director before Trench, he's in the power plant. Like Ati mentions, he's like the... What did he call him? He called him the pensioner of the power plant. And then Trench's hotline little video about Northmore mentions he had to do something to him to like contain him and then like turn him into something useful. So clearly Northmore is in the power plant. Under what form, I don't really know, but I think that's certainly an interesting detail. Now, what is down here? It's just a speaker. Night, the world is mine with nobody else here. It's time. Run wild and royally cavalier. To burn, ignite, I do it for so much less. Which I guess is the text that comes from the speaker. This is another object of power. Alright, what is this object of power? Song questionnaire. Auditory experience 84C. Poets of the Fall. My dark disquiet. Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, elaborate. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? If so, what emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear at your mind during the song? If so, elaborate. Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? Please choose one from each of the following pairs. 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple or orange, burnout or fade away. That does not tell me what this speaker is at all. Poets of the Fall, my dark disquiet. Is this gonna be copyrighted? Okay, I'm guessing it's playing in the room. Let me guess. It's copyrighted. It's copyrighted. Well, then why wouldn't you just replace it by some other song? That's the lyrics on the wall. Am I supposed to like see a weapon at some point? Or like have my surroundings change? I mean, it's a good song. I'm probably gonna have to mute it on YouTube.
Diving under, lightning to the sound of thunder. My darkness quiet, singing such haunted
Okay. Well, that plays the song, and then someone wrote all the lyrics on the wall. I didn't see any flashes while the song was playing. Then again, I was kind of dancing. So I don't know if this is like an Easter egg or if it's connected to something else. It's a good song. I may or may not mute it on YouTube. We'll see if it gets... Whoa! Where did you come from? You scared me. My pillar! Okay, that's a lot. Enough with the bombs! Okay, how many of these do you have? I guess these enemies just kind of randomly spawn while you're walking around. I was trying to read what's on the menu, but now you guys blew up the menu. Okay, here it is. I can't quite read it. It's too like small. Cheese and vegetable stew. Organic pasta? I can't quite read it. What is this? Oh, we got a little document that I missed. Hubert, Black Rock Analysis. From C. Vaughn. Hi, Carla. Does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong. Beats a day in the lab. Plus, it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the 2 Black Rock samples you sent. The prism, or whatever you called it. I filed them in the usual place under C for Carla. A handy mnemonic device, right? You typed out haha on in a letter? Just say LOL like everyone. Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner even? I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime? I'm free tomorrow. All the very best. Hubert. He's trying. God bless him, he's trying. Maybe he's laying it on a little bit thick. You know, you might want to just drop one line out there and then wait to see if she bites, but coming in a bit strong. Turn off the music again. I really hate that there's a mute copyrighted music option and that they don't replace the music with something else. It's like a half measure, you know? It's not a full solution, it's just half of a solution. I think we've probably seen everything we can see for now until we actually get a higher clearance level. So let's go back to the elevator. Okay, so we're going back to maintenance. We could stop by executive just to see if there's anything new with Emily.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hope wants us to compile all of Darling's data entries from the past month.
She wants us to crack Darling's personal logs? He'll crucify us if he finds out. Who does she think she is, authorizing that kind of data breach?
She must think he's hiding something. And I agree. The HRAs alone are proof Darling knew more than he let on.
That's true. Kill his warped. They break, crack, rip. Rated M for mature. What?
It's ridiculous. Pope's grasping at straws.
Why? If hiss is a frequency, then why couldn't it vibrate molecules in order to alter human physiology? It would explain the hair loss.
Think about it. The precision
Yeah, they
that
do
would
lose their
require
hair.
is unthinkable.
Well, not for some otherworldly entity, dude.
Physical alterations in his corrupted organisms vary so wildly. What's the connection?
I don't know. There's a new document here. Linguistic Ability by Emily Pope. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent hiss entities has been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message? An incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. Yeah, I would like to know what they're saying, because I haven't really been able to make it out. Like, what do they say?
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Emily.
See you soon. Be careful out there.
She has nothing new to say.
See you soon.
What about you guys?
We don't have the facilities here to analyze something as complex as the hiss. Pope's delusional.
Well, if you don't have the facilities here, you probably don't have them anywhere, right? Are there other institutions like the FBC elsewhere in the world? Or is this the only one?
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior.
Uh-oh.
An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later.
Yikes.
At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector.
That's probably for the
It
best.
should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
Good call, Lynn. Oh no, so I guess the jukebox, like it teleports you somewhere else while it's playing a song. But then if you die, it doesn't bring you back. And some employees used it to go and have a little fun. Huh? Have a little fun among themselves in another dimension.
Something to go through things fast.
Well, that's unfortunate. We can now open this door. This is new. America Overnight Results. By Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator. The America Overnight program has operated successfully for over X years, originally designed to assist in providing disinformation to the naturally skeptical population of America. Are they skeptical? I feel like Americans kind of just buy anything. It has additionally led, not just Americans, people in general, but especially Americans. It has additionally led to the discovery of numerous AWEs and altered materials by allowing civilians to call in and report their experiences with the paranatural. In fact, America Overnight alerted the Bureau of... and in its first year of operation alone. In this report, the investigation sector have cataloged and categorized each episode of America Overnight that has resulted in a successful Bureau investigation in order to help AWE occurrence analysis. The more results of Night Springs have also been cataloged in a separate report.
This is Lynn Salvador.
This is fine, we've heard it. More music. So I guess it's just a feature of the oldest house that whenever you become the director, it somehow just puts your picture up all over the place. Does the board do that? As a way to like do something that it thinks humans would do? Oh, I do remember the jukebox is right here. We did see it. I guess I just hadn't read the document. Or did I? Did I read the document about the jukebox? I did not. We don't have the document for the jukebox. Alright, let's go back to...
verbalize the hiss resonance like human hosts do.
Oh, you mean like if a cat was possessed by the hiss, would it just say meow 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 meow, or would it vocalize words like a human? I guess they don't have the vocal cords and like the lips. No, to say words. But it's an interesting question. They're asking the right questions. Are these like developers or? All right, back to maintenance we go. Let's make some actual progress, shall we?
Marshall knows something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he all right? HRA's first. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan, once I find him. Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
What'd she say? What did she say? Okay, so I guess we're headed to Black Rock maintenance. This way to the power plant, this way to field training. Right, that's where we got the shield. The band that plays this song we heard in the room with the speakers, I think it's the same band that plays that song in Alan Wake 2, like the one where people are always dancing to, the one that played at the Game Awards. Like I've heard it a bunch of times even though I haven't played Alan Wake 2 and I don't know the context in which that song plays. But it sounded familiar. It sounded similar. Why, hello. Have you had enough? I know there's more people around. Yeah. Don't know why that scared me. I wonder if they just instinctively know where enemies are. Or if they have to see them just like you. Thank you for your service. Turbine room. Okay, I can now open this, which I couldn't before. Is there anything else? Alright, there was this, which led to... I guess these are for like ultra powerful objects that they need to have protected behind like layers and layers of black rock. We'll probably be going there later. The Atlas Chamber, yeah. Oh, actually, it says Black Rock Processing, so I guess I'm going there. But first, let me check out this turbine room. That is certainly a turbine. How do I get past it? I guess by removing the power. But then you need them to... But then I need the power to open this door. Oh, it's another light switch. Ocean View Motel and Casino entry point. Wait, I thought there was only one of these light switches. You're saying there's multiple? So I could potentially go back in that hotel. For what purpose? Nowhere.
Hello, are you open? We'd like to book a room. Hello? I don't know. The lights are on. They should be open. We're looking to get a room for the night. Hello? I don't think anyone's there, honey. Come on. We'll go to that motel we passed a while back.
Wait, there's actually people wanting to come in here? Because we can't see anything outside, but like I wonder if this is a real place somewhere else that you can go into. It's just when you're inside, you just can't see outside. Like, also while editing the video, I noticed that while I was hitting this, you can see different doors opening. Like right now, they're all closed. Then this opens the first door. And Emily mentioned, oh, the hotel is so mysterious because you can't open any of the doors. But I guess I can open the doors. But she might be talking about the ones with the symbols. Then this opens the second door, which has some stuff in it. Oh, you can move the chair. Okay. Place this. What? Is this like a puzzle? Do I need to place objects in a specific way? Maybe they need to be the same in every room. Ah. So plant on the left, the frame's fine, the radio's on the right. Plant's on the left. And then the chair was open? Not open, but... And that opened the door. Okay. So this time it asked like a different thing from us. And now we have the key. But it's still just the key with the pyramid. So like they said, they can't open any other door. Can I open like... Okay, I can't open the other doors on the right. And the only key I can find is the key with the pyramid. At least for now. Maybe... Because you get all of these. Got this symbol, got this one, the Uzumaki, this thing, and then this one. Don't know why it has to be 3 times, but I don't like it. So what changed? Did that do anything? I don't know if that actually did anything. It might have opened the path or something. Okay, I'm just back in this room. Let's just keep going to the Atlas chamber. Okay, so that's our main path, is going to that Atlas thing. You can see it from down here. I went up there. So what did that do? Maybe I would not have been able to come through here if I didn't do that first? I did try to come here last time and I couldn't do it. Either I couldn't do it or I just turned back because I was scared. I can't remember. Atlas Chamber, Black Rock Processing, Central Maintenance.
Okay, we need to find a way to Black Rock Processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Yeah. Clearance level 5. Can I just like break the window? Yes, you can. It's really bright in here.
Reminder. If the contents of your workspace have been rearranged, removed, added to, or altered in any other way, you should immediately leave the area while speaking to yourself in a reassuring tone. This will not only keep you calm, but also the room. Thank you for your attention.
But also the room. Certificate of Achievement for years of service to the Bureau. Well, now I feel kind of bad for breaking the window. Atlas Theory. What is this Atlas you guys keep talking about? By Dr. Hubert Tan, Research Specialist. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house's usual walls, floors, or shifts. The Atlas changes form but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts and that the Atlas is of the itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. The Atlas. So, what is the Atlas exactly? Is it a room? Is it an object? It's closed right now. Bathroom. What's with all these sounds? Okay, I guess we have to go through the top thing because the door is closed. What is happening out there? You guys need some help? Oh shit, they certainly do. I'm here, guys. Help us. Whoa. I think they're all dying. Ow. I'm the one dying. Was I able to save anyone? Nah, I think they're all dead. Why is this all red? Speak with Arish. Oh, he's here. Simon? Yes, Simon Arish. Hang on, let me just go back to make sure I didn't miss anything. So we came through here. This door is closed. There wasn't anything in there. Atlas Chamber and Black Rock Processing. Got some grenades here. Can you actually like... Okay, they don't blow up. Got a shelter. Which only ever seem to have like one of these boxes inside, and that's about it.
Glad to see you're still you.
Hey man. Glad to see you've got some people alive here.
You're fine. We'll push through this.
The Hiss are the ones doing the pushing, Doc.
You've got a doctor, that's nice. Marshall, Trench's behavior. To El Salvador from Marshall. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all this Hedron research in the first place, but after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon, before the next Bureau heads meeting. Marshall was on top of shit, noticing changes.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Medic? Kevin Horowitz.
They've each taken a few hits.
Our
We need to get them to a
mission was to
surgical
map
station
forestry
ASAP,
coordinates
but I don't think they're
G29.
stable enough to move.
Secondary objective,
They're gonna have to
always,
because we are moving out and I am not leaving them behind. Now do what you need to do.
Secondary objective was
Okay, we are having multiple dialogues at the same time here. So let me... Can I turn this off?
Deal. Kill a Hiss, I buy a shot.
Excuse me?
Bottom shelf.
Yeah.
Let's try and hear all the dialogue between the characters first, and then we'll listen to the tape. I should have known that this was gonna happen. Games are really bad about not having overlapping dialogue. I'm walking around. Does anyone want to say anything? Anyone wants to yap while I'm here?
When can we get out of here?
No, just that kind of dialogue. Okay, let me finish my rounds.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet.
Butte. Yeah, it's pronounced Butte.
They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like haze. Inside,
Be serious, man.
they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid. And just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
So there's not just objects of power, but also places of power. Interesting. they've tried getting outside. So what if you were to shoot like a rocket through the wall? Could you exit? That's always the kind of questions you ask yourself when you're dealing with these SCPs, right? And the best answer is always whatever is creepiest. Like, it doesn't need to make sense, it just needs to be creepy and fun to think about, basically. It follows the rule of cool or the rule of creepy, you know? Now, let's listen to that dialogue for real.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz.
Rupert Wells.
Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success.
The formation.
And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. She was so alluring.
Are you just making
I'd
a
say
joke?
She was more enchanting than alluring.
Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No. Because it didn't happen.
Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
Can't you take your job seriously, man? Like, you should know working here, this type of stuff can actually happen. So, like, I would have just believed you if you said you saw a mermaid, but no, you just had to joke around.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet.
You can say butte all you want. I'm gonna keep saying butt. A butt light switch. Alright, Simon, I'm all yours.
Just stay calm and keep those HRAs on. We'll get you out soon.
So what have you been up to, man?
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The Hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Black Rock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Black Rock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Black Rock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a Hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Monster.
What kind of monster?
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the Hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and, well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base and executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
Speaking of bullets, find a Black Rock Prism. I wonder what this gun actually shoots. Like, does it shoot actual bullets and they just appear out of nowhere in the gun? Does it shoot astral resonance or whatever? I don't know. So he said it's just down the hall. But a monster is in the way. Don't worry, as the chosen one, I will easily defeat it. So she doesn't like people relying on her. You can see she's got some real, it's not attachment issues or trust issues. It's like people trusting her. I guess she's a real lone wolf. She doesn't want to rely on anyone, and she doesn't want anyone to rely on her because she's lost people in the past. Is this just about losing Dylan? have other things happen where like she feels like she failed people? We don't really know. But alright. Let's go see what this monster is. It's just down the hall. So far, we haven't really seen any monsters. This is just people. People being corrupted by the hiss. And I guess you could call that a monster, but... well, there's certainly a lot of dead
Arish
bodies.
wasn't kidding about that monster.
Why, do you see something? Black Rock Processing. Swan boat procedures. An altered item. Acquired in 83. The Swan boat. Altered item 19. Item is made of fiberglass painted to resemble a swan. Foot pedals allowed the item to propel forward in water. The item emits a pulse of physical force at an estimated force of possible connection to OOP5. Measuring the exact force created by the item has been hindered by concerns from the Human Resource Department. The item was seized from an activity rental service located on Vancouver Island, Canada, after it ejected numerous riders over the course of a summer, bringing the boat to the attention of the media. The item was transported to the Bureau by helicopter. A containment specialist accompanied it, sent to recite formulas C9 through 32 recursively. What occurred in the helicopter is not known, but all agents were lost in the crash. The item was recovered and then transported by train. It arrived at the Bureau without further incident. So it just didn't want to fly? Did the agent cause the crash by reciting these, Alright, where is this monster?
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
Where is this monster? Show yourself. Or that? Oh. Is that the monster?
Shit! They're shattered. What
Ah.
the fuck?
Oh, it's invisible. It's invisible. That is a monster indeed. That's not a human. That's an actual creature. Creature of the void. I can see you. I can see you.
hurry up and find Darling's lab.
What was that? His distorted? So that was just like a person? It really looked like a weird void creature with wings. His distorted agents are able to render themselves invisible and emit a powerful concussive blast when at close range of their target. Curiously, the His distorted is apparently not able to utilize both abilities at once. Oh, good. It must make itself visible when it goes on the offensive. The His distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power. How does this invisibility work? Does the distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use His resonance to refract light? The physical deformation of this particular His entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly, the human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts the question, are the corrupted simply animated corpses? That's kind of what it seems like. But then how do they remember how to use like their weapons? So I guess we came here looking for these prisms, but they're broken. Search Dr. Darling's Black Rock lab.
There are areas in the oldest house where under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where Black Rock comes from. Extra-dimensional matter. It has the unique property of blocking out a lot of frequencies. A good thing. It keeps things stable, contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Black Rock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it? We can do that again if you...
Confidential government footage. Like, who are these videos even meant for? Because like this is all, I mean, I guess he's not really saying anything that's super classified. It's kind of surface level exposition about the basic stuff that they use in the FBC, but like, I wonder who it was meant to be shown to, like new employees maybe? I wonder if we're gonna get to see Emily's like actual actress in one of these videos eventually. Also, why didn't you find a better name than just Black Rock? I mean, I guess that describes it, but you think they would have come up with something a bit more creative?
When the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in.
The threshold.
The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds.
Black Rock. By Casper Darling has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of density that nullifies all resonances within a range of 2 Hz. Bureau innovations that incorporate Black Rock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks, feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using Black Rock, as work in that field has markedly slowed in recent years. So how long have they been using...
Black Rock comes from a threshold.
Yeah.
Quarry. So the prisms must be there too.
Yeah, that makes sense. But we don't have a level 5 clearance.
Involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock line fire breaks are about.
Ah, there it is.
This should get us into the quarry.
Level 5.
I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Black Rock.
And what's up there? 665, Neighbor of the Beast. That's an easy way to remember it, I guess. Alright, that's a lot of doors we can open now. Level 5. Black Rock Quarry and Black Rock Processing.
Everything here is crazy. Weird, but it feels
familiar?
right. Like how the world should be.
Really?
I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy. It
I'm
feels
curious.
sane. Or just the right kind of insane.
Is it because... Like, I think if your whole life you were to see weird stuff, but it's not really... That's not really how it is in this game, I feel. I was gonna say, if it's like a Constantine type of thing, or like a Sixth Sense, or any of these situations where the person has just always been able to see things that other people can't see, and so you go your whole life kind of thinking you're insane, or like you would feel very isolated from other people, and then when you finally realize, or like end up in a place where this stuff is commonplace, everyone accepts it as real, then you would feel like this relief of like, oh, I'm finally, like, I'm not alone, I'm not crazy, I was right to see all these things. But I don't think that's really how it is in this world. Like, it's not so much that some people get to see supernatural stuff, it's just that it's kept hidden. And some are aware of it, and some are not, and she's kind of always been aware of it because of the incident when she was younger, but I guess as someone who's been introduced to that stuff very early in her life and always been looking for it, well, while looking for her brother, it feels right for her to finally be in this situation where, like, she gets to deal with all these things. It certainly helps that you've been given all this power. You get to bind multiple objects of power, and like you get to do things that no one else has been able to do before, thanks to this Polaris entity. If you were just thrown in this situation and you were just fighting for your life like everyone else is, then you might not be enjoying it so much. But since we have all this power, then, you know, it's more pleasant. Hey, dude. Thanks for your help, federal agent. Oh, I'm back. Okay. I guess this door was closed. Or just back here. Kill his warped. Okay, that was the one that we had to kill. Good. That's done. Kill his troopers. Your armor, knights, turtles are irritating. Crack them open. Tasty. Could try and this spin. We have more than enough stuff for it now, so let's build it. There we go. And then pierce, a charged shot that penetrates armor and enemies at any range. I hope there's some kind of scope to it. If so, it could be cool. We'll try both. I don't remember exactly where this is, but whatever. Alright, so we have spin. A generous magazine, high rate of fire. It's a machine gun. And then instead of shatter, we'll try pierce. Precise charge shot. Penetrates armor and enemies at any range. Let's see. Let's go with accuracy. And then for pierce, damage while aiming. So, okay, it's like a piercing shot that you have to charge. But it doesn't look like you can zoom in, unfortunately. And then the other one. Whoa. Okay. We'll try it out. I feel like I would want to alternate between like machine gun and shotgun. But we'll try it. I want to try all of them. Okay, I do remember the control plant and then the control room. That's where we rebooted the thing. And then now we're at the upper level, which is the quarry. Okay, let's see. Let's see what this quarry looks like. We've got people here. Well, people. So I guess you want to use Pierce for these guys. That's very efficient. Okay. So, is it a portal? Is it like... Oh, I see. We're at the top of the power plant now. Okay, okay. I understand where we are. I thought it was like a different place altogether, but no. We're just on the upper level. So if I was to shoot from here, would I hit that? Not really. But if you aim well... Ooh, nice. Okay, you can one-shot enemies with that. At least weaker enemies. That's really nice. Daddy likes. NSC. By Casper Darling. Dynamic Energy Extraction and Conversion. Sarcophagus Container. There it is, that's confirmation. The NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trench shortly before he became director. The container provides a safe method of extraction of Director Northmore's excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. The coolant pumps keep the container and its... what do they call it? The pensioner from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted to the converters where it is rendered into A through the use of turbine generators. The electricity produced powers the entire bureau, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on the New York City grid. How is Northmore creating this much energy? After NSC-01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of his power, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. NSC-02 possesses built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effect from its occupant. So they had one container, but then it disappeared because he used his power. So they had to restrain him a second time and do a second model. And this one has spatial anchors to make sure he doesn't like teleport away. What was the deal with Northmore? Like, why was he so powerful and that they had to constrain him within this power plant? And how does he generate so much energy that he can power the entire building? Like, that's an insane amount of energy. don't know. I don't know if we'll ever learn. Fan supplement. The oscillator. This is an altered item. In 54. Another thing I wanted to say was this whole time I've kind of been talking about the FBC as if they were established in 64 because that's when they discovered the oldest house, but obviously they have stuff that they acquired before 64. So I think the FBC is actually much older than their acquisition of the oldest house. And so when I saw all the directors on the wall, I was like, oh, that's one director every 3.9 years if you count all the way back to 1964. But assuming that the FBC exists for much longer, then we don't really know. It could be like they might have been director for like 10 years or... But then at the time, director might have had a different meaning before they discovered the board and the service weapon. Because now the director is just whoever is bound to the service weapon. But I guess at the time, it meant the actual director of the bureau. The oscillator. Extract from formal interdepartmental complaint. The notion of fan death has now become widely known in the region since foreign investigator met with a local journalist to explain how electric fans operate at speeds that may suffocate users by overly disturbing the air. As our agency is still young, we must take care to avoid missteps. Any explanation given to the public must provide sufficient yet vague rationale that will reaffirm their certainty that ours is a stable, controlled world. We must tread carefully, especially in this increasingly technological world, with the radio and other innovations allowing information to travel at speeds previously undreamt of. This is precisely why we insist that our department handle all communication with public bodies. With all due respect, William S. Powers, head of the Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions. That's a new name, that's a new department. But it's one that makes sense. The people in charge of what information do we let, what information do we allow people, the public at large, to know? And what information do we keep for ourselves? Power plant, Black Rock Quarry. Another shelter. I hope one of these has something inside eventually. That's not just a box. A loot box. Okay, at this point, I guess we have to take the elevator down. Or I could jump down, potentially. At least they're nice and glowy, so we can spot them from far away. Not a fan of the invisible one. Like, I don't like knowing that there's gonna be invisible enemies that can just show up at any moment. If you see the air being disturbed, you see like little objects floating around, you're like, uh-oh. There might be a hiss. Probably better to just take the elevator, but there might be like an item or a document. If we take the long way around. Like, they've clearly designed this place so you can just kind of jump your way down. A shield boost. Seeing a whole lot of red. Let's try on you. Machine gun. That's pretty efficient. That's not bad at all. Let's see, power plant, Black Rock Quarry. Okay, let's hit the control point. So am I gonna know when I see a threshold? Is it like a seamless transition to another dimension, or do you see like an actual portal or like a door? I wonder. Okay, at this point, I'm all the way here. I'm gonna need to get a new keyboard soon because my my keys are getting stuck sometimes. Okay, there's nothing else here. Just the elevator. Black Rock Quarry. So is this the threshold? It is kind of seamless. Whoa! Whoa, you sneaked up on me, dude. Good job sneaking. Okay, it does not work well against shields. Noted. I love how sometimes I hit them on the way, like, down. Or on the way to me. It's a pretty big range on this gun. Who else we got? Like, you don't need to be super precise. It's like it's a big shot. The Black Rock Quarry. It's giving even more like Dishonored Void than before. I feel like I'm back in Death of the Outsider. So essentially this Black Rock is from like another world? Another dimension? Yeah, you can see space outside, what the hell? But where, like where's the door? Where's the gate? I guess it's just the entrance over there. You go from being, you know, under New York City to being on another planet or like on another... in another dimension. Oh, that's crazy. Quarry equipment order. We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous rim this time to get the clean-cut research wants. This Black Rock shit is tough. We're going through blades like we're made of the damn things. The dimensions for these slabs of Black Rock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better fucking work a treat. Go ahead and double the last order. They need diamond blades? That's gotta be pretty damn expensive. Oh look, it's one of these. And I can't contain it this time. I wonder if Pierce could get through it. I doubt it. But then what's behind it down there? I'd like to know, but it's probably gonna kill me.
Whoa. Not what I expected.
It's kind of what I expected, but it might be because they showed me flashes of it earlier in like a cutscene. Okay, I think that's... So am I in a different dimension or on another planet? That's the question. Oh, there it is. Now it's actually... we get to see the map. Is there a way for me to get back up? Like, how do I get out of here? How come we got to see one of these astral spikes in here? How did it get here? Are they native to this world? I thought they were from the astral plane. Is this place connected to the astral plane? Doesn't seem like it. Find the Black Rock Quarry. I found it. I'm in it. And I see power plant. No smoking reminder. Do you really need to remind people of that? All Bureau personnel are reminded to kindly not smoke in the quarry. Even though the quarry area is technically an outdoor space, it is still a part of the Bureau, and therefore the no smoking rule does apply. Not only is it considerate towards your fellow employees to refrain from inflicting the harm of secondhand smoke, true, it is also prudent to avoid any risk of gas fires, unforeseen threshold reactions, and possible creation of altered receptacles. Under no circumstances should cigarette butts be left in the quarry. You shouldn't leave anything here. Like, you think you understand this stuff. You're like, oh, I kind of understand how it works. But what if you don't? What if there's some stuff that you don't... like, unforeseen reactions or, you know... There's more hiss down there. Oh, I'm back to the... okay. Yeah? Oh, okay, okay. I see where I am. So let me go see what's behind that astral spike. If I can get past it without dying, that is. Hello, my friend. I'm not gonna hurt you. You don't need to. You don't need to do that. Hey guys. That's unfortunate. I guess I should put you out of your misery. What kind of hiss is that? Clearly they're hostile, they're trying to get to me. What are those? No entry? You're not even tell me what the hell that is? Was someone camping here? What the hell? Quarry worker incident. Linda, I saw David last night. I was working late in the quarry when he stumbled out from behind some black rock. Looked like hell. I called up to medical right away. He was half starved. He's been missing for 2 weeks, so I guess it's not a surprise. While I was waiting for someone to come help, he kept telling me about some carvings. Something about an ancient tree. I couldn't really understand him. When the medics came, they brought security. They grabbed David and hauled him off. They interrogated me for a couple hours about what David had told me. Anyway, I know you're on the next shift, so thought I'd leave this for you. He was your husband, and you have a right to know. The way security was acting, well, I don't know if we're gonna see David again. I'm so sorry, Linda. Burn this after you read it. Okay, well, she did not burn it. If she ever got to read it, that is. Got another box. A yellow box this time, so maybe like better stuff? An ancient tree. So he was just kind of raving. And then we just saw these enemies. We don't have an entry for them. That's all quite suspicious. Prime only gives 18%. That doesn't seem like that much. How is this uncommon better than the rare that I have? Hi, hi. Alright, so something about an ancient tree. This goes back to the beginning. Activate the explosives to excavate the Black Rock Prism. I've been spotted. Where are you going, buddy? You seem in a rush. Anyone else? Oh, hello. We've got a big boy down there. 2 big boys. Thankfully the pierce works pretty well on them, it seems. Whole bunch of them. You guys don't... Ow. I was gonna say, you guys don't mind if I just snipe you from up here, but they figured me out. Take your shit back. At least it doesn't seem like they know how to get up here. Stop it. Stop with the wailing. Are we done here? Anyone else? Yeah, I can hear you, I just don't see you. Oh, wait. There you are. Alright, I'm glad we could resolve this peacefully. With me up here taking little damage. And you down here getting destroyed. Ooh, look at all this loot. Alright, so got another document. The Quarry Incident by Malcolm Milos, Threshold Safety Inspector. During my weekly safety inspection to the Quarry Threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of... The whole team was aligned and staring in a uniform direction, the city in the distance. Wait, there's a city? Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained for more than minutes until I had to resort to literally... Afterwards, they were dazed and could not provide any rationale for their behavior or any specific... Man, I get that you guys want to mine this stuff, but it seems really like we just don't know. We just don't understand. I mean, I guess that's true of anything, right? You could say that about like crossing the ocean for the first time, and like anytime you venture into something unknown, you just don't really know like the possible dangers, but you kind of have to, you know, if you want to eventually understand this stuff, you don't really have a choice but to pioneer it and to adventure but it's so risky. Like, you find this portal into a quarry and like, oh cool, we get to mine this black rock, that's really useful, but you don't know. You don't know. Like, you send people in here, now they're like being kind of mind controlled, and like, oh, then they snap out of it, you don't really know what happens, like. But I guess that's just the nature of trying to understand things. Like, that's science. You have to experiment with it until you can actually understand it. It feels like magic, but it's all just science, so... My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is to either shorten the length of their shifts or to carry out mandatory psychological evaluations on a weekly basis, preferably both. And maybe we should order another expedition to the city. What the hell is this city? I haven't seen a city in the distance. Because, like, imagine this door leads you to a dimension, to this quarry, but then there's just, like, a city full of people, like, or full of something in the distance. And this is just, like, a place that's been abandoned for a while, and then eventually someone stumbles here, like some alien, and they're like, oh, what the fuck? There's all these aliens here mining this stuff right under our nose. How would we explain ourselves? Like, oh, sorry, a gateway to this place opened up on our planet, so... I don't know. Okay, well, clearly I'm gonna need... not you. These boxes to power this stuff. I guess I do it from the computer. Again, this seems very risky. Collect the Black Rock prism from the excavated seam. So there's just this black rock, but then there's like a specific, like a special kind.
And there it is, right where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you. I need to get this prism to Marshall before it's too late. HRAs, then Dylan.
One of these things showed up, these spikes. More than one. And these ones know how to get to me. Don't mind me, guys. Wait, so where does this lead up there? I hope I don't miss any cool documents. And another one. So where is this city? You're really trying to get to me and I don't appreciate it. Can I climb any higher? Yes, I can. What have we got here? Seize accelerator, Pierce zoom boost. So like, what happened here? This place looks like it's missing a document to explain why they've got these. Are these tents or are these like where someone died and they just covered them up so you could study them later? I got a seize accelerator. That's from uncommon to prime. It's only 1% more. Unbelievable. Because we're finding all kinds of cool stuff here. I want to see the city. Oh, is this a control point? I think it might be. Oh man, I need to be able to fly again. Also, I'm off the map. Ow. Well, maybe if I go around. Like, this place is bigger than they want you to really know. Aha. Oh, really? Really? I'm off the map and I can't open this. But there's a thing. Shit. Yeah, they were like, I guess, camping here. I guess this is where they send these excursions and they had like food and like camping stuff. So they could further study this place. Oh, don't give me that invisible wall shit. Clearly I could climb that and see beyond the quarry. Oh, wait. Still can't get past it. I hate when you reach an invisible wall because it feels like you're being punished for exploring too far instead of being rewarded with like a cool item. Restricted area. We're very high now. Oh. This is what's at the top. I guess it's an elevator. Maybe later we'll be able to use it. I want to see the city. Where's the city? You can't just name drop that and then not allow me to see it. Oh wait, there's more? Come on, give me a document for making it all the way up here. No, nothing. Rats. Wait, maybe up there? We're going where no man has gone before, even though clearly people have been here. Another box there. They've just got all these tents and stuff, but there's no documents or nothing, unfortunately. There is this box. Alright, I guess we've seen all that we'll be able to see. I should just get out of here. Without being killed by these. I can remember how to get out of here. Alright, we made it out, but this place is just filled with these things now. Where'd all these spikes come from? Hello. I do hope I get to destroy them eventually. that's done. We can upgrade grip to increase base weapon damage and adding a slot. Let's do that. And we'll fast travel back to... Where is Marshall? In Central Executive. Getting to teleport, extremely useful. Okay, instead of spin, I'm gonna go with grip level 2. There's Marshall.
Collins, any word on survivors? We've located numerous safe rooms with survivors inside. We're waiting on HRAs before we open them. Once we can safely bring them out, the survivors will be escorted here straight away. Wonderful. Keep me updated.
Oh, so it may be that the people inside the safe rooms aren't being controlled by the hiss until you actually open the door, and then they just get controlled automatically. But we haven't found any hiss inside the safe rooms.
Executive is in the process of being fortified as per your orders. Maintenance is relatively stable. A security employee named Arish has apparently prevented multiple key locations from being taken by the hiss. Research is overrun with a small team currently holding the HRA lab. Containment is, well, it's gone dark. No one's heard anything from them since the attack. Let's hope no news is good news. Let's hope.
We haven't been to containment yet, but it's containment, so probably isn't doing too well. Let's wait to see any dialogue we can get from these two. No.
Had to take a detour into the quarry, but I found plenty. Here.
We will start HRA production immediately. I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
Yes, you did.
This is it. She knows. 17 years I've waited.
Your brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codenamed P6.
This I knew.
We brought him here after the ordinary event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did.
Had? So what happened to him?
You together, we share a bond. Are you with him now?
So you kidnapped him?
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary.
Every adult?
Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away?
Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same.
They would have taken me too if they could.
What if we are?
I'm going. Now.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous. Do not let him out, Director Faden.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them. Nothing simple here. These people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends? I need to see Dylan. I need to know. I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay? I could use a friend right now.
Jesse. Threshold is complete. We get some ability points. We got to see Dylan. He's bald. I think we saw a flash of him very early in the game when we first got to Trench. We saw a flash of like a bald guy. I think that was Dylan. Okay, so they were training him to be the new director. He was Prime Candidate 6, which I kind of figured. But then he became violent. People died. And they've just had him in containment this whole time. Okay.
Be careful out there.
I want this thing because I'm never gonna use shield until I can actually, you know, attack people from the shield. For this, I need to start with this and then get this. All right, we'll get it.
Facilities here to analyze something as complex as the hiss.
Okay, we've read this. Anything new with Emily?
Did you find a prism?
Yes.
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague of mine. A researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
Old growth. She might be a friend of Emily.
I visited the quarry. What's the plan for all that Black Rock?
The Bureau has used Black Rock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives. So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging, or... Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. I got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her.
Yeah. What would be the use of, like, an anti-resonance knife? I guess it could have some applications.
This place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it?
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
Custom genetic modification of humans. And do you think we're responsible enough for a power like this? Because I don't think so.
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. And they're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course. We got this place up and running together, Emily.
It's like Jessie doesn't want these people relying on her, but like whether she likes it or not, she's making a huge difference here today. This whole incident would have gone completely different and much worse if it wasn't for our intervention, us and Polaris.
I should be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
Enjoy your data. Data? I've always said data, but I guess data works also.
Don't get lost in it.
My brother's keeper. Jesse goes to the containment sector to find the panopticon where Dylan is held. Still got this weird thing. Play the first guided imagery experience tape. Old growth. Locate Dr. Underhill below Central Research. that sounds more like a side quest, so we could do that first. Jessie returns to the maintenance sector. She rescues Arish in a company of rangers from a hiss attack. From there, she proceeds to the quarry in an extra-dimensional space known as a threshold. Jessie finds the prisms. I mean, it was just one rock. How many HRAs can they really make with just this one rock? Marshall reveals that Dylan is still alive, kept in the containment sector in a secure cell in the Panopticon. She warns Jessie that Dylan is dangerous. And we've got a hotline. Certain resources, loot, can be constructed, crafted into mods, forms. We advocate, facilitate this at control points, menus. This will only be available exclusive for the director. Yes. You didn't even really need to tell me that. Okay, let's...
Moving up, damn it. Oh, another year, department chief was mine. Then this happens.
You'll get your chance. Okay, let's go back to research. We did find the mold at the bottom. Yep. Down there. Shit. Watch out for the friendly fire, guys. This is what... I did find this earlier, but I guess the quest wasn't ready yet, so we had to come back for it. Yep. Oh! Ah, I just dashed too far. Okay, I think from in front. Yep. Ah, come on. Come on. All this for a loot box. Is this Underhill's lab? Right, we just didn't have the... No, this is the speaker. Okay, no. Do I need to call the elevator? I can't. Maybe I can just like slowly make my way down. Hopefully we're on the right track. Spin rate of fire boost. The mold. The pit. Okay, we're in the pit now. I'm not taking damage from this stuff anymore. So that's what all this stuff I've been seeing is. That's the mold. And it's kind of spreading. I hope you guys have this shit under control. Locate Dr. Underhill. It's very dark here. But my picture is still there. Oh. It's like the whole bureau is being taken over by... Hearing a lot of sounds. A lot of like creature sounds. Oh, now the elevator works. Okay. Good. We repaired that. Okay, there are people. Hello?
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
And where's Dr. Underhill? How come we're no longer taking damage from all these vapors? Because we were earlier. Dodge efficiency. You guys want to tell me where Underhill is? I guess she's up there. Hello. Hey guys. Corrupted sample. Okay, I guess they're humans that have been consumed by the mold. But where's Underhill? Okay, I'm not crazy about the machine gun. Let's do like shatter. Did you shoot that at me? Who's shooting me? Oh, I didn't know you guys had like a long range attack. This is news to me. Ah! Okay, I'm like one hair's breadth from dying right now. Oh, look, it's the bathroom. Who's shooting me? Oh. He was on top. Oh, they're gonna respawn me really far away. Is this really the closest you could respawn me? I do love that you can cheat the system by not falling. Yeah. Okay, now we have the elevator at least. The pit. From the pinnacle to the pit.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Maybe they mean don't go in there. Up there. Not this. Maybe Underhill is here.
Excuse me? Are you lost?
Okay, that makes sense. I was supposed to come here first. It's not very clear. They say like, oh, don't go in there. And they're standing right next to the door, so. The Mold by Dr. Rhea Underhill. Contract Threshold Specialist. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar in appearance to construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these are the original disseminators of the mold or bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity, quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is a truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. That sounds extremely dangerous that it might potentially propagate to the entire planet if you guys don't contain this shit, so please contain this shit. An enticing aroma, so you find this weird like fungus thing, you're like, smells so good, smells like cinnamon buns, you know, just, I'm gonna get a little taste and then it just grows in your body and then you become a zombie. Good. Counter essay. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into potential cures? Yes, admittedly, this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall. But I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. How interesting. Underhill checking in from Darling. How's it going? Hello, Raya. How's it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive, but I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Talk soon. Casper. So I guess Casper is an old friend of hers. I guess she used to work at the FBC and then she left and now she's came back to study this mold. And it looks like potentially Casper is trying to set her up with Emily, which is cute. And I guess maybe it worked because Emily is asking about her, so maybe they got a little something going on. How nice of you to study this gross... Oh, there's a fork in it. You haven't been eating it, have you?
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
Yeah, it seems very bad also.
Mold? Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading.
Should probably introduce
we need
myself.
to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
Okay, that's the funniest answer to telling someone your name that I've ever heard. It's like, oh, my name's Luke, by the way. It's like, I'm sure it is. She really does not give a shit. She's very focused on her research. How fast has this mold been spreading down here? Because the whole place is covered. The walls, the fucking ceiling. Like, this whole place is the mold at this point. I don't know how fast this happened, but this seems very dangerous. Also, she said in this threshold, are we currently in a threshold? Maybe that's why this place looks like this. But no, there's walls, and like clearly this was part of the bureau. So, are we currently in another dimension? Or is it just like a section of the bureau that was infected? Collect 5 mold samples. Grows near fresh corpses, near toilets, near televisions, near staircases, near the pit.
Have you worked at the FBC very long?
Not long enough to understand their inane methodology. They want me to solve the mold, but how is one to solve anything when the basic molecular structure of this fungus is an utter enigma?
Oh, sorry, are you asking me?
It's rhetorical. The Bureau wants to control, not comprehend.
It is a Bureau of
To
Control.
answer your question, I'm a seasoned threshold researcher that's been brought in on a provisional basis to resolve this matter.
That's all you had to say.
Ah, come on, Jessie. Don't be rude.
What have you learned about the mold?
Firstly, the term mold is a gross oversimplification used only to ease communication. That said, the mold itself appears to be the product of complex microorganisms. They spin the mold, building structures like minuscule cities, swiftly colonizing our dimension, and the speed of these tiny engineers relative to their size is simply staggering.
So it grows fast.
If you're not going to listen, then why did you ask?
I much prefer her very elaborate answers than a straightforward one.
So the mold is coming in from where?
We don't have a name for the threshold dimension. The origin point has been identified, but the density of the fungus makes it impossible to enter. Even if we could, I speculate that we would only find a reality entirely subsumed by the fungus. Total decomposition.
It's weird how excited she is, right?
Not really. She's very passionate about this stuff. Picapo, the cat tax. Cat tax. It's BB. Oh, it's BB. But yeah, imagine an organism that can spread so fast and so much that it eventually spreads out to consume everything on its planet. Like, usually it would be isolated to just its own planet because eventually it would run out of matter to consume. You know, it's similar to the concept of gray goo, where like if you were to create nanobots that just replicate forever, they would eventually spread exponentially and cover the entire surface of a planet, but then they wouldn't really be able to reach other planets because there's too much empty space. So the idea that an entire dimension could be just covered in fungus, like, well, where did they find the matter to consume to then spread, you know? Unless they can... Like, even if they were to just use the gas in the atmosphere, well, in space there's no gas, there's like nothing, so they would be limited to just their own planet, but maybe that's what she means, like a dimension as in it would just lead to a planet that's covered in fungus.
What do you know about the hiss?
How could I know anything about an entity I've only just learned of? This is exactly the Bureau's problem. My work is always interrupted by these superfluous matters.
Calm down. Just keep your HRA on and I'm sure you'll be fine.
This crude thing. I thought it was Darling's idea of a practical joke.
Not quite. Just keep your head down while I handle the hiss.
Wait, so you didn't know about the hiss until now? Okay, so all the things I've been fighting so far down here, they're not hiss. That's why we didn't get a research paper on them when we killed them. They're just mold people. Weird. I guess because everyone that was working here with her, they all had the HRA, so they haven't been affected by the hiss at all. But that's weird that you wouldn't... Like, don't you need to go out for lunch sometimes? Like, back at the cafeteria? Or like... You're not in communication with the other departments at all?
I need to get going.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
How would I even do that? They're spores. Like, they can just cling to your clothes and you wouldn't even know.
Goodbye for now.
Humming a glam rock song? Why do you have to... I was gonna say, why do you need to specify the type of song, but...
I hate guard duty down here. This place is fucking weird.
This is nothing. The clocks? Now that's weird.
What's weird about a bunch of clocks?
Shut up! I think that's the new director.
It sure is. The clocks? Am I gonna get to visit the clocks? A control point right here would be really nice, because I need to stop recording. I've been recording for over 3 hours, so it doesn't really feel like I did that much today. I just went to the Black Rock Quarry and then I went back. Now I'm here on like this side thing. But I guess next time we'll be looking for our brother, unless this mole thing takes too long. But getting to finally meet Dylan might tell us a whole lot more. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to my patrons for their support. Until the next time, I had fun playing this. I hope you had fun watching it, and me and Picaro will see you in the next episode for even more Control. À la prochaine!